Hi, I'm James, and today we're going to look at Warlord Games Black Powder range for French line infantry from, get the dates right, 1807 to 1810. So it's a mix of 24 hard plastic and metal figures. Interestingly, it says metal, but they're lead free, so I'm assuming it must be pewter or something similar. So let's have a look what we've got. I always worry when I do these, opening them like this, because if anything goes wrong, I get the one take and that's it. So let's have a look what we've got. Okay, is everything out? Yeah, that's everything out. So what have we got? We've got a double-sided leaflet talking through the units. Okay, talks about sort of how many battalions formed a regiment. A useful breakdown with 6 companies of 120 men each, so it's quite useful. Saying that, describes what they're equipped with. Talks about the grenadiers. Okay, yeah. Talks about the light infantry or voltigeurs. Yeah, so we've got details of that. Differentiates them nicely on there as well. Talks about leadership and supply, and it's talking about the tactics as well, whether they used the attack column or whether they used anything else. Notes that you can actually paint them up in red as Swiss as well, which is quite useful, or you can even paint them in white for early French. Okay, talks about how many eagles they would have had. Okay, that's quite useful. How they were laid out as well, where the grenadiers go and where the voltigeurs go, and where the fusiliers then taking the centre. So that's actually quite useful. Okay, so what have we actually got? So we've got 5 identical sprues. I'm assuming they're identical. They seem to be. Yeah, so we've got 5 sprues, 4 figures on each. And interestingly, we've got 3 figures with leading right feet and 1 with a leading left foot. They obviously haven't quite grasped cadence at this point. Okay, so what do we have? We've got 4 infantrymen advancing. Yeah, okay. One of them has got wings on that. I'd have to look that up. I'm assuming that they presumably would be the elite companies. That would seem to be correct. So I've got 1 elite company figure who's the one out of step. Okay, or they would probably argue they're the one in step and everybody else is out. So we've got the 4 figures. We've got 5 packs, so you can have some extra packs. Subtle differences between them. Some have got the bayonets, some haven't. One's got a cooking pot on, I quite like that one. One's got a mug, yeah. What look like some onions hanging down. Okay, that is quite a cute little touch. Then we've got the heads. So we've got 4 of the line figures, or the fusiliers. We've got 1 in the cap, which you don't see very often. We've got 2 then for the light company and 1 for the grenadier company. No, I do like some of those. The characterization on the heads, particularly of the more elite companies, they are really good. So we've got 3 part figures. You have to fit the packs because you've got the holes in the back for them. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. So we've got 25 of those. I'll assemble a few of them later on, and we'll put a picture of them up as well. And then we've got the metal parts. So let's have a look what we've got in here. Okay, packed by Katrina V. Thank you, Katrina. So let's have a look what we've got. Let's take those out. I'll put them back in as I do them, and then I know where we are. So we've got 4 figures. Okay, so that makes up the correct number. And we've then got, let's have a look. I'm not sure if that's spare bits of sprue. I think it is, or whether it was the part for the standards. Okay, so we've got 2 head sprues, both which are different, and 4 figures. So what have we got? We've got very heroic officer there, leading his men forward, sword at the ready. Okay, bit of flash, but not exactly a huge amount. Okay, quite like that one. We've got a drummer. Okay, nice. Pack is cast on that one. Okay, yeah, that's looking quite nice. Again, little bits of flash, but not critical. We've got another officer. This one not leading the frantic charge. Now the first one hasn't got the epaulets on, so I'm assuming this is going to be the one for the Grenadiers or the Light Company. Lovely high boots there, elaborate jacket. Yeah, so that's quite a good one. What have we then got? I'm assuming this is the standard bearer. Yeah, this is the standard bearer again. Pack is cast on. So the 2 officers haven't got packs, everybody else has. Sounds about right. Okay, I'm guessing I'm going to have to provide the standard for that one. That's not a problem. And we've got the option of either an eagle or a finial, depending on which type you want. You'd only have 1 battalion in the regiment would have the eagle, and then the others would have the finials. So you've got the option for the 2. I have to be honest, I'm guessing mine's first one's going to probably be built with the eagle, simply because it actually gives me an objective for my riflemen to try and take. And then we've got the heads. What have we got as the heads? Okay, we've got a holstered pistol there, so I can modify one of the figures. Okay, we've got 2 bicorn hats, one worn in each direction. We've got a bear head, a fusilier head by the look of it, another holstered pistol. So we've got 6 heads for 4 figures. We've got a line head, and we've got a light company head. So okay, yeah, that's going to give me a little bit of variation. Just wondering, looking at the fittings, whether they would be compatible. You could possibly, looking at the fittings, swap them round, so you could convert one of these into a Grenadier, although you wouldn't have the epaulets for that. Yeah, okay, so that's a nice little set. 4 quite nice command figures, and 20 of the infantry. Okay, I'll get some of those built up and we'll have a look how they look. And here's the assembled figures. Now, overall, I think they've gone together nicely. I really like them. We've got 24 figures in the box. I've got the figures right now. 20 plastic, 4 metal, which gives a nice size unit if you're playing something like Black Powder. I'm probably going to use them for that. I'm also probably going to use them for Chosen Men. I've picked that up as well. I'll be doing reviews of both of those in the near future. Now, the only little problem I've found is the fact that we've got 24 figures, which is implying with the companies that we're going to have 4 light and 4 grenadier, but you've only got 5 figures with the wings on the, or the epaulets on the uniform. So there's going to be a few missing those. Okay, I kind of guess that they could easily be damaged in the field or removed. You could even get someone who's been put into the company recently hasn't got them yet. Yeah, it's a little, I suppose, annoying for a better description. I think Warlord seem to have taken that on board. I've got a Waterloo set for review, and I've noticed in there that the British have actually got separate wings, or at least so you can add them to the figure. That would help. That's much more flexible. There's going to be a lack of different options. You've only got 4 base figures, all in the same pose. Okay, you can put different heads, you can put different packs on, but that's not a problem, I don't think, in this period. It looks wrong in more modern gaming, but for this it works, and there's enough variation for us to get away with that, I think. So all in all, nice set of figures, well worth picking up. I got mine as part of one of the mystery box deals, and I'll put a link up to that if anyone's interested in seeing that. But it's a start of a French force for probably for the peninsula, I think. Hopefully that'll be useful to you, and I'll see you soon for more reviews.